Howdy, howdy, y'all. I'm here. Oh my goodness. I was digging around because I couldn't find my clips for my shroud. I usually keep them by the sink, and for some reason, they're not there anymore. So I had to go dig around for this other stupid clip, which ain't enough. So if my shroud falls, y'all know why. Um, anyway, I'm here, y'all. Welcome to the show. I'm OraCola coming y'all live from Austin, Texas, here on July 15th, 2026. Yes, yes, indeed. We have lots going on in the world, as always. It's always a fun time to be on planet Earth. Yeah, we're going to be here for a little while reading the oracles. If you got a question for the universe, put it in the chat in all caps, and I will spin the wheel of fortunes, and we'll see what the universe has to say about it. So, welcome to the show. Fuck you. Good to see you all the way up there in Canada. Goog, hi. Good to see you down here in Tejas. Yeah, yeah. We'll see what's up. Um, I do have to say, I don't. What was it? What the World Cup is still happening? I've noticed that there's still games played. I'm just very out of touch with this whole thing, but it seems like there's still World Cup action. So if you're paying attention to that, I hope your team wins. I don't know how it all works exactly, but it seems like it's been going on for like several months at this point. I don't know when it started. I just know that the World Cup stuff has been going on for a while. Like there was that whole thing in the beginning with all the European tourists coming here and like, being amazed at all of our fast food and shit. And then it kind of dropped off, but then I saw that there's still games happening, so I'm like, oh shit, it's still going on. So anyway, if your team is in the cup and it's still there, well, I hope they win. Apollo's drinking water, so he approves of tonight's excursion, as always. And soccer is boring. Hey, Patrick. Yeah, I don't know. I never watched a whole game. I just know they have a huge field and they got to run up and down all the field, and they can't touch the ball with their hands, which is kind of opposite of basketball, where they can only touch the ball with their hands. I don't know. Anyway, I this is all I know, and I think I'm remembering this from some PE class in like fifth grade or something. But yeah, they got to do a lot of running. So automatically, I'm not interested in this sport because when I see people run, it makes me feel anxious about the fact that I can't run at all, especially now that I'm old and my knees and my ankles are bad. Like I could maybe run, I would even say 10 yards and I would have to stop. And I know that's sad. That's a sad indictment of how I've let myself go. But you know what? There's other things to do in life besides run. Sometimes you got to sit down and stay put and face your demons. Uh, oh shit, it's still going on. Yeah, I think they're pretty long games. Maybe that's why I never watched it because I'm like I ain't got that kind of time. I don't have the attention span to watch even a TV show no more. Like everybody at work is asking me, oh, are you watching this show? Are you watching this show? I'm like, hell no, I ain't watching none of that shit because you got to invest like hours and hours and hours of your life into it. Ugh. I'd rather watch a 10-minute like AI video about the Olmecs that's been like, AI produced from somebody else's work than watch a whole goddamn series about, I don't know, flying dragons or shit. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time or the patience. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm going to do the ritual real quick, get that out of the way. Oh, you know what? We have a wealth of lotto tickets. We got 2 tickets tonight, and I hope I remember to scratch them off. I've been lazy about it, but you know what? They get scratched when they get scratched. That's how it works. But let's do the ritual real quick before I forget. First up, we're going to burn that sacred wood and make sure we got that wood burning nice and hot and smoking, sending out its billows of white stuff. There we go. Sacred wood. Love the smell of the sacred wood. Okay, and then we're going to ring the bell, Get those sweet vibrations from this little copper bell going. Let the universe know we're here. We're accepting their offer of any kind of intelligence they want to pass along, you know. Yeah. And then here we go. We got our Prospera spray. We're going to do this over us, manifesting the good prosperity, not the bad. And then finally, last but not least, we got our Florida water. It's going to take me like my whole life to get through this. Look how much I've gone through. And I got this years ago. Y'all remember? It'll probably start going off before I get through it. Anyway, anointing the chakras, making sure they're nice and spick and span and spinny and lubricated. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put these somewhere where I can see them, like right down here, because I think I've been putting them up here and I've just been forgetting about them. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. You know, when you swipe on a Mac, sometimes they got that side panel that comes up with like news you don't want to hear about. I'm like, oh no, get that out the way. Okay, use a bottle a month. What, do you scrub the floors with it or something? I literally only use it to anoint my chakras for the show. I never use it for any other purpose. Maybe I should. Maybe it would change my luck. But so far, that has been my only use for the Florida water. Okay, we already got a question, so welcome to the show, y'all. Patrick, I need guidance from the universe on making a video game character that looks like Andy Richter in my Nintendo game. Okay. I think I know who Andy Richter is. Wasn't that Conan's Ed McMahon? Was that the sidekick on Conan O'Brien, Andy Richter? I think I saw Andy Richter, actually, now that I think about it, when I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And he was there's this parade. It's called the Crew of Chewbacca's. And it's like a sci-fi fantasy crew that's kind of like, you know, hard scrabble. I don't know. This is like 10 plus years ago when I saw them. And they did their parade through the Marigny section of the city, kind of like off the beaten path, just outside the quarter. And it was all like, you know, they didn't have no big old motorized floats. It was all like human powered or you walked. And Andy Richter was their grand poobah or whatever they call it. For the parade when I saw it. And I did see him getting like he was on like a pedicab situation where people was like, you know, rolling him through the streets. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the universe has to say. No, at Southern Decadence. No, it wasn't at Southern Decadence. It was actually at Mardi Gras. You know, there's multiple weeks of Mardi Gras. In the first weekend of Mardi Gras, which is not the beginning, but it's the first weekend of Mardi Gras, is less well known, but also kind of has more of like the more interesting local shit. It's not all the huge like touristy things and all the huge big parades that everybody knows. There's some like well-known parades that happen, but it's not as popular with tourists as the other ones. So, oh my God, I need it. I'm trying to get it. There's my tissues. I need to wipe this off. It's so embarrassingly disgusting. Yeah, so I went on the first weekend of Mardi Gras one year, and it was Crew of Chewbacca seemed like a fun thing to do because it was out the, you know, off the beaten path and out the way. I remember I was there with some girlfriends, and we had the best time because, you know, in New Orleans, they sell the liquor at the Walgreens. So really, your only issue is finding a place to take a piss. Like, you can bring your alcohol anywhere with you. You can carry it like a giant jug of Tito's like we did all night long. And as long as you can, like, find a place to piss, then you're good. And you find an ice. You know, got to find some ice, too, occasionally. I think we went into a bar and just asked for, like we paid for some ice water just so we can get some ice. Because it's still warm in New Orleans when Mardi Gras is happening usually. Sometimes it's cold, but usually it's still warm. So you don't want to be chugging like hot Tito's out of a handle. That's gross. Oh, hey, Prance. Good to see you. All right. Well, let's spin the wheel and see what's up. All right. Andy Richter, video game character. What do we do? Digital Diviner. Well, I don't know that Dick Wood's going to have much answer. Let's see. How do we approach this with Dick? Will you be able to create an Andy Richter character in your video game? Not how you can do it, because that's technical, and I don't think that the universe understands the question. But will you be able to do it if you apply yourself? Let's see. Definitely, yes, you can do this. Somebody has already figured it out. You just got to find the right place, and you might need to pirate the software. But it exists. You can do it. What? You just deleted it? Well, hell, why'd you ask me the question? Good Lord. That's a waste of a question on the universe. Okay. Well, whatever. Moving on. We got some possible senator side going on in the United States right now. Of course, there's the question of whether or not Mr. McConnell is still with us. There's wild speculation that it is a fake, that his picture was put out, and there's lots of folks dissecting that online. I haven't dug deep into that, but I will say the whole Lindsey Graham thing, that's very interesting. That little queen, the warmongering, warhawk, ex-military queen of queens, supposedly met the maker over the weekend, and it was very sudden and unexpected, which is the new way to say someone died and you don't know why. Sudden and unexpected death is now the way to go. If you don't die suddenly and unexpectedly, you're a fucking loser. That's how it is now. This is what's trendy. So Lindsey went out and had just so happened to just be in Ukraine, literally like hours before, and went out with a exploded aorta, like the part of the heart, the vein, the thing that, the big part of the heart before it gets to the heart, boom, just went out. The part that vortexes all the electromagnetic like blood so that you can like live in this electric universe. That exploded, which I know our intelligence services have little heart exploding machines. They've even put it in their fucking James Bond movies. They got poisons, they got drips, they got all kind of shit that can make your heart go. There's also, the fact that he was in the Ukraine, and, Russia is a big poisoner. They love the poison. They're like the Medicis. They're the poison people. They love it. Instead of like taking somebody out with a car bomb, they just love the poison. So yeah, I don't know. Too many poppers on that trip. Very well could be. Poison poppers, courtesy of Putin. The PPP. Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, rest in peace, Mr. Graham. You were not a politician that I ever would have voted for, but because you lived in a different state, I could not vote for you. So sorry. Sorry you lost your life. Sorry for your family who was missing you. I know there's talk about your sister possibly taking your place, which is crazy because what does she have to do with nothing? Who knows? Maybe she was really pulling the strings. Maybe the sister is really Lindsey Graham. Lindsey is a woman named too. And she just like had two identities this whole time. The fat agate and the, the lady. Oh my God. So yeah, I don't know if Russia took him out, if Israel took him out, if Iran took him out, if Trump took him out. I don't know. But I feel like probably somebody took him out and it wasn't natural causes. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it until proven otherwise. Oh my God, I'm already weeping. Not for Lindsey, I assure you. Yeah. So, the CIA killed Lindsey so they could blame it on Russia. You think it's all that kind of thing? You think that's it? Is that why Kim Iverson's screaming Russia? I feel like Lindsay's had it coming from a lot of different people. And so we don't know. We probably would not actually be able to parse who offed him just based on public record or propaganda. Like there's probably way more stuff underneath it that's happening that's actually the reason. You know? It's all very convenient. Regardless, we'll never know the truth. That this is what I've decided in my middle age where I'm kind of jaded and a little ennuyed about shit. I think I'm just over even caring why anything happens anymore. Because it's all fake. It's all bullshit. It all don't matter. Nothing I do changes it. Only thing I can do is affect my actual day-to-day life. That's it. I can't do nothing about all that shit out there. So I try not to worry too much about it. I've been in this whole conspiracy like hoo-ha for decades at this point. And let me tell you, it don't ever get better. You don't ever get answers. You never find anything new. Eventually, you just have to give it up and give it to God. That's all I'm saying. Woo! Not a bit. Oh, this might be a mistake because I think this is the one I wiped. Oh, yeah. I wiped the... Oh, that was a bad idea. Now I just shoved more allergens up my nose. Hold on. Hold on. Let me blow that out. Okay. Anyway. Let me just read what y'all were saying. The picture was AI. The newspaper he was holding was missing a bunch of shit. Yeah, I figured. You figured Dick would say no. Okay. Maybe Prince has insider cult knowledge on Lindsay. Possibly. I don't know what kind of cult Prince is involved with, but it seems like they are very powerful and secretive. I don't know what it's about, but I'm just saying. Seems like. All right, well, who else has a question? Because it's 9:19. I was a couple minutes late, but I'll be here for a little bit longer. Yeah, reading the oracles, because that's what I do. What about me? Anything new about me? Yeah, I had surgery on my mouth, my gums on Friday. It's better. It's still healing. I still have protocol to follow, but I finished my antibiotics. They didn't give me the shits or nothing, so I feel good about that. Yeah, did that. Still have my shit ass fast food job, which I got to go to early in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking for a new job at this point. This fast food job is too much. I'm too old for this shit. So I'm looking. I'm not going to jump on anything like immediately because I have a little luxury of having a job at this point. Like I don't have to take the fast food job because that's the only job that was offered. I'm like looking for a better situation. But yeah, y'all pray for me or do your dance or hoodoo or shake your ass, whatever you want to do. Burn your sacred wood for me. Finding a better job because God knows I need one. Patrick, did Lindsey Graham just fake his death and defect to Israel? That's a theory I ain't never heard, but that's an interesting theory to entertain. You know, they got all kind of twinks there in Tel Aviv. Oh, Book of Revelation, perfect. I love it. Okay, the Tel Aviv twinks are legendary, apparently. Oh, let's see. Oh, I did get my phone. So I don't have to use the actual computer. I can use my phone for the random number generator. I'm going to change up. I'm going to like do a whole album one day when I'm 90 and I have nothing else to do. I'm just going to make an album of different versions of random number generator. And it's all going to be my acapella in my old lady voice. And y'all are going to love it. There we go. So first up, we got to get the chapter. Oh no, that's wrong. That's the pornical one. So there's 22 chapters in the Book of Revelation of the King James Version of the Holy Bible. It's the only one that counts. Chapter 18 is full of 24 verses. So 18, and then we're going to go to 24. Chapter 18, verse 24. Oh, chapter 18, verse 5. 18:5. 18:5. 18:5, so I don't forget. 18:5, so I don't forget. 18:5. Wow, there's like pages missing. I guess I've been rough on this thing. So, chapter 18, verse 5, for Lindsey Graham faking his death. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. I would say no. I would say that lizard is gone. It has gone to the great reptile park in the sky, and the great reptile keeper is holding the rat hostage because that snake don't deserve to get fed. Yeah. Now, look, I'm not celebrating the death of a person because they got people that love them, and I'm sure if I met Lindsay at the gay bar, he would be a hoot. He would have been a hoot, a lot of fun to hang out with, would have had some off-color jokes, I would have laughed. It would have been a good time. But we're talking about somebody who is a senator, who is a warmonger, who is responsible for perpetuating a whole lot of bullshit that, the man likes to perpetuate. They're a useful tool. Lindsay was a tool, and Lindsay was a happy tool because Lindsay is subservient, ultimately. And this is the sad thing. Tools are expendable. They can be replaced. You can go down to Harbor Freight and buy you a new hammer any old time and throw that old hammer in the dumpster. And I think that's what happened. Okay. 9:23. I'm going to do a reading for the collective just because I feel like there's a lot going on in the collective. And we need some guidance. So let me see. What should we do? What shall we do? Oh, a digital diviner. Dick Wood snuck that one in. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so for the collective, Dick Wood, is this coming week going to be okay? Is it going to be okay, Dick Wood? What do you think? Possibly. Dick with the non-committal answer, as always. As always. Well, you know what? There's some interesting astrology apparently happening right now. Last week was more, but this week is still intense. There's, I think, Mercury's in Gatorade or retrograde or haterade or whatever. There's some conjunctions happening. We just had a new moon. New lunar cycle started yesterday. What else? Yeah, that soccer thing's still happening. I guess it's going to wrap up this week. So there's that. Yeah, Iran's popping off again. So yeah, I don't know. Look. All you can do is get by. Just take it day by day. And, love yourself, love your family, love your friends, the people that you can interact with on a daily basis. Tip your waiters, tip your baristas, tip your, whoever you want to tip, your dog walker. Give a little extra if you can. And then give extra to other people in other ways. More gifts of service, perhaps. Go out of your way to help a friend who may not feel comfortable asking for it. You can just offer it, and if they accept, then go for it. Yeah, do it. Take that trash out. Help that neighbor out if they're locked out of their house and they need you to bring their ladder, your ladder, so they can climb out their patio. This is a real thing that happened to me. Not recently, but just an example. You can be a good person. Just try to be a good person. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to tell y'all. You can be nasty and mean and bitter and see how that works. It might give you better results. Apparently, if you're a psychopath or a sociopath, it works better like that. But if you're a person with a soul and you actually care and, you believe in the miracle of the universe, then, yeah, be a good person this week. See what happens. Good stuff might happen. Tip the person who takes your order but doesn't bring your food. Yeah. Here's the thing. I think from the perspective of being a service person, I understand that a lot of times those things are shared, not necessarily in every place, but in a lot of places they are. So, yeah, you might not give that person the money, but you're giving the person who made the thing or the person in the back who made the thing the money additionally. So it all gets like spread out. And here's the thing, I'm just like, look, when I go out to eat or get any kind of thing, I just automatically in my head add extra money to it. I ain't a teenager no more with like $5 that Meemaw gave me, and I got to make that last all day at the skate rink. No, that ain't me no more. I know now if I cannot afford to go out and pay the little bit extra, I don't fucking go out. Yeah. Can you carry a knife in France? What? Who's going to France? I have no idea. I missed this conversation. Oh, here we go. Fuck you. My mother and sister left for Paris today. Will be maybe accosting my migrants. Well, first of all, that's racist. Second of all, I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, a pornicle. Oh my goodness. I did not choose this. The universe did, but there will be some possibly some clues about the safety of the trip through this vignette that we're about to see. So we'll see. Page 605. Oh my God. I have no idea what's going to happen. I hope they're having a good time in Paris. I've never been to Paris. I'd like to go just to say just because, everyone's like, you got to go to Paris. You got to go to Paris. I'm like, okay, yeah, well, maybe one day I'll get there. Okay, 605. Here's the situation. Oh, we've seen this one before, actually, and it's kind of disturbing, honestly. It's the title is Sapphic Couple. Maybe they're just going to be hanging out together and not with other people, and they're going to be okay. Safety with your own kind. So, look, I don't want to like imply things about your family, but also, if you're going to travel abroad, the best people to travel with, it probably is going to be your own kin, because at least they can identify your body. I wouldn't not necessarily think that my friends could identify my body, because they might not know all the little like moles and bumps and things. We're talking about, your body might be mutilated. It might be in pieces. It might need a little bit more intimate recognition. So I'm not casting that this trip is going to be bad or that anything horrible is going to happen. I'm just saying traveling with your family sometimes is the best way to go, especially if you get along. Now, if you don't get along, why are you traveling with them anyway? That's stupid. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I'll let you just like, I don't know your situation and your family situation. I'll let you like interpret that how you will. But it was two people very close together. I wouldn't say that I understood that they were, ladies just based on how they looked, but they were close. They were hugging. So, they were together. They were close. So it's going to be okay, I think. And there was no weapons involved. There were no men for sure. So we ain't doing that. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. You'll probably get some stupid tacky magnet or some other dumbass like souvenir if you're lucky. If they remember you, and then you can put it on your fridge or whatever, and then say, yeah, my family went to Paris and they didn't get accosted by migrants. There you go. They both speak French. Oh my God, are you French? I'm sorry, the word. I think the French got knocked out of the World Cup. That was the last thing I looked at, because when I went online to see that if it was still happening, I noticed that there's teams playing that ain't French, and I only know this because my young coworker was like, the French are going to win. The French are going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win. Well, I guess they didn't win, so sorry. if you're a Francophile and your team didn't win. Sorry. And if they speak French, even better, because I bet a lot of them migrants don't. You speak French? God damn it. You've been a Frenchie all this time. You never told us. God damn it. F you. I should have known. F you. F you. You can't stand the French, though. That's hysterical. How do you speak French? Is it because your family speaks French? Or are you actually French? Did you grow up in France and move to Canada? I know there's lots of French Canadians, but I thought they was on the other side. I had the impression that you was on the West Coast, not the East Coast. So if you feel like sharing and letting us know, this is an insight into you. Very interesting. Share or not, we'll see. Learn something new every day. I don't speak no other languages. I only speak English and OraCola. That's it. English and OraCola. Very similar languages, but depending on how drunk I get, you might have trouble understanding. You are from the East Coast, so you're from like Quebec? Are you a Quebecois? Is that how you say it? Did you grow up speaking French first or English first, or is it like a mix? I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works up there. I know we got a few like sort of speaking French folks in Louisiana where I come from, but not where I lived. Like not where I was, visiting my relatives. Very different. Very different. That's a fun thing to learn. Cool. Well, if I ever need any kind of French translation, I know to hit you up because I don't know jack shit about it, and I don't trust AI. What is this? Patrick has. Oh no! Now we're waving our dicks around. Yeah, I don't know what you just said, but I feel like there's some dick waving happening. All right, y'all. It's 9:34. 9:34. Who else has a question? Anybody? Anybody? If not, well, I can always read for the collective again, just to see what's up. Just to see what's up. Let's see. Oh no, another book of Revelation. These end times got me going. All right, 22. Generate. Chapter 12, half. 17 verses. Put in 17. 12:2. Book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 2. For the collective, not Lindsey Graham this time. Oh, upside down. This ain't my pet goat. Okay, 12:2. 12:2. 12:2. 12:2. Okay, 12:2. Oh. Page got sewed together. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, we're on the precipice of something new, and it's painful. We ain't given birth yet. We're in the throes of labor. So whatever you're laboring on, whatever your thing is, whatever's like affecting you right now that's causing you pain, that you just gotta, you can't get it out, you can't squeeze that turd out, you can't squeeze that baby out, you can't quite get it out yet. Take a deep breath. Relax. Go inside yourself. Dig deep. Find that strength. And then take a deep breath and push it out. Whatever it is, push it out. Push that thing out. Whatever you've been holding back on, push it out. Whatever you've been like anticipating, get it done. Whatever you've been laying low on and need to like come up to, get it done. Like today, look, I was putting off a thing that I had to do. And I knew I had to get it done. And finally, I was like, God damn it, I got to do this shit. And I fucking did it. I had to call the insurance company and get on the list and have them call me back and stay around my phone. And it took some time. And I did not enjoy being tethered to the phone while waiting for them to call me back. But when they did, I got the thing done. And now like I can breathe a little bit. That part is done. I got to finish it up. You got to like do a little other step, but then once that's done, it's done. It's done. It's done. And then I can be like, oh my God, why did I even bother putting that off in the first place? Right? Sometimes you can't hold it in. You got to let it go. And it's time to let it go, y'all. Let it go. Let it birth out. Let it happen. Make it happen. Don't withhold it. Oh my God, now we're now speaking French and I can't understand none of that shit. I don't want to be like, this is an English only like territory, but come on, y'all. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. Now I got to put all that shit through Google Translate. I don't want it. Oh my God. Is there anyone who knows me that has something they want me to know? Ooh, okay. Well, here we go. Let's see. Seems like a very cryptic one. Oh, a Physoracle. Okay, so this is the new Oracle. This is the one with all the furry exercise gurus. So let's see. Maybe there's an exercise that you can do to get clarity on this. You know, because sometimes when you're just working out and you got your brain disengaged from anything than the pain that's in your thighs, you can get insights into stuff. So let's see. Let's see what's up. Oh. I can actually shuffle these cards. That's fun. Okay. Here's the exercise that you might need to do to get clarity on this situation. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, what is this? Glute bridge. Okay. So this is a lion furry. And they are laying on their backs and then thrusting their hips up to the sky. So, yeah, maybe you need to lay on your back. Thrust your hips up and down a few times. Stretch them, leg muscles and your back muscles and all the muscles. Like, if I had to do this right now, I'd probably get a cramp. Because I think it's been a minute since I've done anything like this. And also, I don't know if you got any kind of like furry fetish, but your tail might get in the way. So I would probably push it off to the side before you did this. Because you might like land on your tail and then it causes a kink in your back. But, yeah, do some glute bridge activities, and then maybe you'll get some insight into what this other situation is. Y'all are still speaking French. I can't even. Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay, it's 9:40. If this has devolved into like a foreign language situation, I don't know how long I can hang because I don't know your language. Sorry. I learned a little bit of Spanish in school because, we got more Spanish speaking people down here in Texas, but it's very minimal. In fact, when they roll through the drive-through and they're like, do you Espanol? And I'm like, hell no. No, I don't say it like that, but I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. And then I have to like listen to them like either pretend that they don't speak English, and usually they do speak enough to like order their food, or you got to find some other asshole in your staff that does speak it, and usually they don't want to talk to them because they're like, fuck these people, they should try, but they can't say it, like that's the way it is. So I know a few words of Spanish, but that's it. That's it. I'm an English speaker and an OraCola speaker. That's it. We speak Texan at this HEB. I don't know what Texan is either. Is that a language? Frog legs, escargot, Peugeot. Is that racist? I don't know. Can you be racist against French people because they're white? I don't know. Most of them are white, so it seems like it's okay. I know there's some French-speaking like African countries and Caribbean countries. Where else do they speak French? Was it Vietnam part of it too? I don't know. The white man has spread his seed all over this world. all of these countries, we're having the World Cup, talk about it. All these countries speak different languages, but the one language they all speak together is English. Still, the language that we all got to learn to speak. And I feel lucky that I was born in a place where we speak that language already, because I don't got to learn another one. I know that's sad and possibly, racist of me to say, and maybe a little short-sighted of me to say, but I got to be real with y'all. I don't have the kind of mind that would learn a language outside of learning it when I was a little baby. Like, just don't got it. I admit it full force. I don't got that kind of skill. Just like I can't do no math. I'm not good with math. I can do like simple addition and subtraction, but once you get beyond that, it don't work. I have other skills and talents, but not them. So I'm kind of grateful that English was the language that I got stuck with, because at least I can go pretty much anywhere in the world and find somebody who will speak it with me, or at least be able to write it down. I'm not saying that would be true everywhere, but I'm saying in a lot of places where I would end up, it's probably true. So, thank you. Thank you, universe. You spoke French in Laos 20 years. Jesus Christ. You been to Laos? You got a lot you ain't telling us, if you. Is Prince Charles on testosterone replacement therapy? I don't know. Why would Prince Charles be on that? Ain't he close to death? I thought he had the cancer. Tarot. Okay, well, here we go. We'll read tarot card. I don't know. I just know that there's also some issues in that family with, like, he's got the cancer, and then his youngest son, Harry, is like broke now apparently, and he's trying to get money. I saw a headline about Elton John turning him down for cash. I'm like, why is the lizards trying to get money out of Elton John? Didn't he already give up all of his dignity when he became a famous person? I don't know. Maybe it's not a real lizard situation. Maybe it's just really just stupid inbred like Europeans. Who knows? It would explain. You meant Prince William. Oh my God. See, here's the thing. I know that William is the heir apparent, not the one that's on the throne right now. Who knows? Who cares? Honestly, who fucking cares? We kicked them out of our country hundreds of years ago. We just celebrated 250 years of having no fucking Brits over us. So why we give a shit about their fucking country anymore? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Oh, this one just popped out. It's the moon. It's uncertain. We don't know. We don't know if that monarch is going to werewolf into a lizard at some point or not. We don't know. Who cares? It don't matter. What does matter is that we don't have to think about them. Think about this. We don't have to worry about it. It has zero zip any kind of bearing on our life as a person in this country, or your country, or that country, or any country, because they are celebrities. They are essentially Hollywood stars. They have zero power. They have only a mystique of family history that we have been taught because of the propaganda. I don't know why we have to keep them in our sight. Literally, why does this family keep coming into my sight? Why? I don't know why. There must be a reason. It could be because they are ultimately the lizard overlords that rule everything, but I don't believe it. They look stupid to me. They look dumb. They look uneducated, even though they went to all them elite boarding schools. They don't seem like they're always there 100%. They're very cordoned off from the rest of us. They have zero context. So I don't care about them. I really don't. I don't care who's the king or the queen or the hoo-ha or the hoo-ha or the who dies. Like, honestly, it would be very interesting to me if they all just suddenly keeled over. If all of their aortas suddenly exploded. Now, that would be a funny conspiracy. Who did that one? Who assassinated all of the royal family of Britain? That would be crazy. Like, would this plunge us into another, like, global war? Would it? I don't know. How big is England? How big is their military? I don't think they could pull it off. They can only move by threats. So, yeah, that would be interesting to me if that happened. If there was like some kind of pager situation where suddenly every member of the royal family was dead, that would be interesting. But otherwise, do not give two shits. Do not care and actually resent when I see them come up on my feed. Just like I resent anytime like some bullshit comes up on my feed I don't care about. Like soccer. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. Anyway, it's close to the end of the show. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna scratch off these tickets. Hopefully I'll win some money. Maybe I'll win enough money to go to Paris. Wouldn't that be fun? I could report from Paris about how I don't speak no French and they was rude to me and I got assaulted by a migrant. Wouldn't that be fun? Not necessarily, but you know what I mean. So, all right, I'm gonna scratch off this first one. Oh, I need a surface. I need a scritching surface. Okay, here's a good one. All right, so this is the one I've had for a while. I keep forgetting to scratch off. This is a simple like tic-tac-toe kind of thing. I don't know what I'm scratching here. I think we have to get all of them in a line. Reveal 3 matching symbols. Reveal 3 non-symbols. Okay. We did not get any matching symbols. Bump, bump, bump. Losing ticket. This is a loser. We almost got there, but stupid like chest got in the way. We almost got the ring too, but the chest got in the way. Stupid chest. Stupid chest. Okay. So we did that one. Okay, this one is basically, what do we got to do? Match any of your numbers to either of the winning numbers, win the prize. Reveal it 5 times, win 5 times. Reveal it 20 times. We're rooting for the 20 times. Okay, that's what we're rooting for. All right, so we're going to scratch off the numbers and see what we got. And we go. And we got a lot of numbers here. And we got, there's a $30,000 one. Oh, there's 2 $30,000 ones. We're gonna root for those for sure. Okay. All right. Y'all meditate on these numbers before I scratch off the winning numbers. You ready? All right, and we also did not win anything on this one. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, well, you know what? It's okay. The scratching is the fun part. We've already established this. So I'm using my fancy quarter, no $50 that I should not be using for these because it gives me a thrill to know that I'm degrading it every time I scratch off. This is like a pristine one. It was. And now I'm ruining it. Love it. Okay. Well, y'all, thanks for tuning in. I didn't even tell y'all on social I was going to do this, so y'all showed up anyway, and I appreciate it. I'll be here next week reading the oracles just like always. We'll see who else decides to kick the bucket. Who else is assassinated, possibly. Hopefully your family will not be assassinated. It will be a good trip wherever they are. And I don't know who's going to win the World Cup, but who fucking cares? Not my sport. Anyway, I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful week.